everybody, and welcome back to another video for the Beautiful You class. This one is to make your packaging that goes with a card that's got the same pattern on the front. This one, in fact. So you've made a beautiful set there, and we're going to be using the actual petite cafe bags, I believe these are called, if I remember rightly. These bags are food grade bags. They're actually plastic lined, so they are brilliant for gifts. Absolutely brilliant. Food gifts, any gifts really, but you can put food in them and know it's going to be perfectly fine. So this is what we're going to be doing. Now, you will need one of the cafe bags. You will need a piece of designer series paper from the paper stack, which measures 3 inches by, I can't remember, 3 inches by 6 inches. Sorry about that. 3 inches by 6 inches. You need a piece of white cardstock. That's 2 inches by 5 inches. You're going to need some ribbon, and you're going to need your stamp set, which I just, whoops, hang on. I just realised I didn't clean last time I used it. Sorry, I'm just rubbing it on my stamping scrub at the side here. That's better. Right, let's take those off. Now then, I've got the big stamping block here. This is block I, so it's the wide long one, which is a perfect size for doing this. We're also going to have, last but not least, a lace doily. Now this is very, very simple to do, this project. It really is so simple. First of all, on your bag, you'll notice one side is folded up. Leave that side folded up for now. We don't need to worry about that for the minute. Grab your large piece of designer series paper, and we're going to stick that onto the front of our bag. Whoops. About 1/8, I suppose, from the bottom. Basically, you want to stick it on so it's nice and even. All right, that's what you're aiming for, a nice, evenly placed piece of paper towards the bottom. Don't worry about this top bit for the minute, just worry about this bit. All right. Now, once you've got that in place, we can then do the rest of our card, bag rather, quite easily. Take a strip of white, and we're going to be using this one and this one, which is this lady here with the umbrella. So same one that is on the card, and the same sentiment as well, because I want it to match, you see. So it's going to make a kind of a set. So we've got this lady, and we've got wishing you brighter days to come. Line them up on your paper. Now, put your sentiment relatively close to the bottom. Centre it as best you can. I'm trying not to get my head in the camera here, but I'm trying to line up at the same time. And then pop your lady centered as well. Now with your lady, you need to be looking at this edge and this edge, so this bit here and this bit here. All right, that will get you centered. Once you're happy where you've got it, and you've got it in the right place, get your block and just pop it on. Okay, so we've got the stamps nicely lined up on our block, and I know now that as soon as I stamp on here, it's going to be in the right place. Memento ink. All these projects that you're doing with this class are using Memento ink, because this ink has got a very slight greyish tinge to it. It's not a pure black, as I'd call it, which is perfect because it works really well with the colour, the sweet sugar plum colour of our designer series paper. Now let's pop that in place, push down, just hold it there for a couple of seconds just to get that ink on the paper properly. Whoops. Get off there. There you go. There it is. Oh dear, nearly got it in the right place. Right. Now I have also cut and stamped already these two pieces, and what I did was using the stamp and this piece from the Designer Series paper stack, use the lady, I stamped it once onto this pattern and cut it out, which is called paper piecing, because you're kind of creating a sort of a jigsaw puzzle, I suppose. Now I hate fussy cutting. This whole project series that I've done for this class involves cutting out these little ladies, and I've got to say it was the easiest thing in the world. Usually I hate doing it, but I was quite happy doing it. Once I'd done one, it was like, wow, that's so easy. So don't be scared of it. Pop a little bit of glue onto the back of the pieces that you've cut out and just lay them over your stamped image. Now, because this image has got quite bold black lines, it makes it really simple to line it up and get it in the right place. So easy. I think that's one of the reasons why it's so easy to fussy cut these as well. It's not really fussy cutting, it's just easy cutting, because it doesn't matter. You're not following a very fine line as you do on some of the stamp sets. You've got these nice big bold black lines, so it gives you a lot of working space, which I love. Right, so I've stuck those onto there. Now we're going to pop this on the front, so get your doily, line your doily up, and our lady is going to be lined up with the top, so she's going to go up there. So get your doily roughly centered. You could center it on the lady, you could center it on the strip, wherever you want to go with it, really. I'm going to go about there, I think. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go about there this time. Now, I'm not going to stick anything behind that. I'm not putting any adhesive on that doily at all. The adhesive is going to go on my strip of card, because that way the adhesive on the card is going to hold the doily in place. And I put quite a lot of adhesive on there. I've put 3 strips going down as well as the 2 at the top. All right, so it's going to hold it nice and firmly for me. So I'm just going to pop that over the doily, line it up at the top, place it down, and when you smooth that down, you're actually smoothing your doily as well. Look, the doily won't move now, so it's holding both of them at the same time. Really, really simple way of keeping the doily on the paper. Really easy. Right, a bow. I always have too much ribbon when I tie my bows, so that I've got plenty of ribbon to play with, because I've worked out in the past, if I try and cut the exact amount that I need, I end up wasting so much of it because I can't get the bow right. It's better to have too much than too little. And this ribbon is brilliant for bow tying. Absolutely brilliant. So tie your bow, get it how you want it, have a good old fiddle with it, and then just squish it a bit in the middle, just to sort of squish that centre part together. Just gives it that nice little effect. Try not to hold your bow on the ends if you can help it, because that will flatten your ribbon. There we go. That's about it, isn't it? Right, let me just cut these tails off. Now, if I fold them back on themselves, I can get both of them the same length. There we are. Now, before I stick this on, I'm actually going to open up the bag, because I want to make sure I'm putting this bow in the right place. So I'm opening the bag. Now you can see the plastic lining. Can you see it? It's good, isn't it? And I'm going to, fold it over once, twice, hang on, I'm trying to keep it nice and straight here, twice, 3 times, And just to meet my cards where I put my paper, I'm actually going again. So I've gone over 4 times, which is going to give me a really good seal on the bag. So anything I put in there is now never going to go stale. Well, it'll go mouldy, obviously, but it won't go stale. Now these have got metal bars in them, so just fold them back and they hold it perfectly in place. Can you see? In fact, you know what? I've gone too far, haven't I? Wait a minute. We're not going to go 4 times. We're going to go 3 times. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's because I've folded that bit over too far, haven't I? That's what it was. 1, 2. There we are. That's better. 3. That's it. Fiddle with it till you get it right. That's the best way to go. Right, fold the edges round, fold the edges round, and then with another glue dot for your bow, that's going to go in the middle with your bow on the top there, like that. All right, so there you have your bag to match your card. Now, isn't that a nice little set to give somebody who needs a bit of a boost? Very happy with that. I like that. Right, I hope you liked it as well. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be back again very shortly with another video for the class, and I will see you again then. Bye for now.